Dear friends, today we are going to discuss very interesting as well as sensitive subjects, which is quite necessary for the students above standard fifth from all over the world. The topic is atmosphere. Atmosphere is something we must know about it. So, analytical study on the atmosphere to some extent, which is very interesting and very motivating for us. Look, the atmosphere is composed of certain gases that envelop us, that envelop us. And this is known as atmosphere. The gases which envelop us, which surround us, that is atmosphere. So, first component of the atmosphere is nitrogen, and that amounts to 78%. Oxygen is 21%. And how interesting is this to note that there is 1%, only 1%, which is others. This 1% is a hot matter for discussion. This is discussed. This is quite sensitive. We keep focus on this only just 1% for certain regions. Greenhouse effect, global warming, all these things, when we discuss these things, when we debate these things, we know that that is just 1% of the atmosphere. Only 1% of the atmosphere is subject to wide discussions all over the world. Why? That we have to understand today. That's why I call it interesting one and sensitive one as well. You know, now 1%, out of the 1%, argon, a particular gas, inactive gas, inert gas, that is 0.9%. Then what remains? Just 0.1%. Out of this 0.1%, there are gases which are termed as greenhouse gases. What are greenhouse gases? Carbon dioxide, water vapor, nitrous oxide, methane. These are the most sensitive greenhouse gases. So that is within this 1%. This is within this 1%. Now 0.9% is argon. 0.1% is all the gases, greenhouse gases and many other gases. That 0.1% I am going to discuss in details to some extent. Again, very interesting thing is that there is water vapor. Out of this 0.1%, only this 0.1% of the 1%. I'm not discussing the 99%. Leave that for some time. 1%, only 1%. My focus is 1%, and out of that 1%, I repeat once more that 0.9 is percent is argon, inactive or inert gas, and then remains only 0.1%. I am going to discuss this 0.1% constituents. What are the constituents? Main constituents are water vapor, dust particles, pollen grains, smoke, and others. This others accounts for 0. Just a small fraction of 0.1%. A small fraction, and that is small fraction constitutes carbon dioxide gas, methane, nitrous oxide, water vapor, all these things which are actually considered the greenhouse gases. In next in next term we will discuss the greenhouse gases, but this is the background. Before discussing greenhouse gases, global warming, it is very necessary to discuss these things. At the moment I am discussing, revealing to you. Now, how interesting is this that water vapor all sorts of precipitation, all sorts of precipitation means hails, you know, rain, snow, everything. That is precipitation. Only rain is not the precipitation. Anything which falls in a, solid form, in liquid form, everything is precipitation. Okay, snow is also precipitation. So water vapor, most of the particles of water vapor actually, attract moisture from the atmosphere, and and when they become heavy, they fall as rain, as hails, as snow, and whatsoever the conditions may exist at that particular moment in that particular area at a particular altitude. You know, now dust particles. Dust particles varies. Towns, cities, there is hustle bustle. There are a lot of activities going on. So dust particles, that depends upon the human activities. Where human activities are more and more, the dust will be there in the atmosphere, in the lowest layer of the atmosphere. Then there are pollen grains, and there are fields all around, you know harvests, there is everything. Then the village area, so the village area, pollen grains, that is pollen grains are present in the atmosphere above us, slightly above us. Then smoke, the industrial areas, the most important constituent is smoke. Industrial areas, no doubt, there is smoke. Now others, I'm again telling you that others means greenhouse gases and other gases. So very interesting one point is this nitrogen. I am coming back to the that 78%, the major chunk, the major portion. Out of this 78%, which is nitrogen, all the organic process in the plants are possible only due to this nitrogen. How important is the nitrogen for us? All organic process means when organic process take place, what happens? Plants nutrients are prepared. Plants, everything we get from plants, everything we get from plants as food and all these food stuffs. So nitrogen is responsible for that, plant nutrients. Apart from this, it retards combustion. Suppose a forest catches fire, then there is a natural agent nitrogen which is controlling the fire, invisible agent, friendly to human beings. It retards combustion. So you can understand the interesting role of the momentous role of nitrogen. Without nitrogen, anything cannot be possible. Plant nutrients are produced due to nitrogen. Apart from this, I said it retards combustion. So nitrogen's role is quite clear. As far as oxygen is concerned, needless to discuss the role of the oxygen. And even this water vapor is 0.2% of this 0.1%. Means water vapor is the major component of this 0.1%, not this 1%, this 0.1%. So the greatest fraction is this water vapor. And I discussed the role of water vapor. Without water vapor present in the atmosphere, precipitation is not possible. This is the scientific conclusion. And all these things are there. Now, let us come on to the next topic. What is going to be the next topic? Next topic will be this is actually atmosphere I discussed from close quarters. Next, in the next lecture, I will discuss on the layers of the atmosphere, that troposphere, and finally it is exosphere. We will discuss all these spheres in the next term. Until then, goodbye. Thank you very much.